Good morning. My name is Harshit Reddy.
My name is Kisan Kandalkar.
My name is Nikita Chowgule.
And we are presenting our project on Smart Assist for the visually challenged using artificial intelligence under the project ID PROJ_GEN_9.
Coming to the hardware part, this is Raspberry Pi 4B, which is our central processing unit, and this is ultrasonic sensor, which is used for distance measurement. This is GPS module, which is used for location tracking, and this is Raspberry Pi camera, which is used for live feed. We will be mounting all these components on this jacket, which can be wearable.
So coming to the first sensor, that is ultrasonic sensor. This sensor is used for the distance measurement. This sensor has 4 pins, that is VCC, ground, trigger and echo. Even this sensor has 2 eye-like projections which forms the transmitter and receiver. So the distance can be calculated using this sensor such that the trigger will be transmitting the sound wave, and whenever any object comes in that path, it will get strike to that object and get reflected, and the echo will calculate the time. It will receive that reflected wave, and till that time it will calculate the time from the transmission and reception. So we know the speed of the sound as well as the time taken by the wave to transmit and reflect back. So using the formula, that is distance is equals to speed into time, we can calculate the distance. So the next one is GPS module. Here we are using Neo 6M version 2 GPS module, which is used for the navigation. The module simply checks its location on Earth and provides output data as the longitude and latitude of its position. So this module is one of the popular GPS module in the market as it's cheap, cost effective and flexible. Even this module has 4 output pins, that is VCC, ground, RX and TX. This module uses UART as a communication protocol and can be operated in the range of -40 degrees Celsius to 85 degrees Celsius. This module requires 3.6 volt as operating voltage. So coming to the next is Raspberry Pi camera. It is a 5 MP camera which is capable of taking 1080 pixel of HD video. This can be connected to the Raspberry Pi using a ribbon cable, and this 15 pin ribbon cable can be capable of high data transfer, and the module is small and weightless, so we can use this in our project.
Now coming to the central processing unit, this is our Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi is a single board computer with the ARM Cortex M4 processor as its main processing unit. It also has 4 GB of RAM with an inbuilt Wi-Fi and Bluetooth card. It also has Ethernet port and 4 USB ports. It also has 2 mini HDMI, 1 USB-C for power and 1 audio jack, and 2 CSI ports, 1 for the camera and 1 for the display. The Raspberry Pi is loaded with a SD which has the Raspbian OS loaded onto it. The Raspbian OS will be run on this computer and will be used to carry out all our machine learning and AI programs. Since this is a very cheap and very affordable single board computer in the market, we can easily use it to integrate in our project without the limitations of cost. Once we have booted up the Raspberry Pi, when it starts working, we will be using the VNC software to control it via our laptop. Now the entire sensors are mounted onto the jacket. The camera is placed at just below a chest level so that it can easily capture the entire view of the person. The ultrasonic sensor for distance measurement is just below the camera to measure the distance even for objects which are of lower height. We have mounted the GPS on the shoulder so as to not block out any signal from the satellite and catch the complete signals from the satellites. The Raspberry Pi has been kept in the front pocket, and it has been powered with a normal power bank. The headphones will be given from the jacket to the ear, but in our case, for demonstration purposes, we are using a Bluetooth speaker for audio output just for demo. Now we can see that we have executed our program and the program is running. We can also see the camera has been started and the FOI box is exactly in the center of our entire view of the camera. The algorithm will be detecting certain images or certain objects in the path, and we do not want any object which is not in the path of the user to give any audio cue or alert to the user. Only objects which are inside the FOI box, that is in the path of the user, the alert will be given through audio. We can clearly see the user is wearing the jacket and standing with all the sensors loaded onto the jacket. When the user moves to the right and any object is detected, the camera will detect the object, and if
Cherry Norway at 1 meters, be careful.
If it is detected inside the FOI box, as we just have seen, only then will our algorithm give an alert to the user through audio. Now we shall see how it will respond if any moving object is there in front of the user.
Person ahead at 1 meters, be careful.
Here we have seen that the camera has detected a person ahead of the person, and we also see that the person was less than the range of 5 meters, and we can see the person is printed with the distance also, and the audio also gives a cue of the person, the object, and as well as the distance between the user and the object. Now we shall try a live demonstration on the road. Now we can see that the person is wearing the jacket and standing on the road on the footpath. When the person is walking on the road and any object is detected, it will give an alert. And when any object is detected in front of the person or is an obstacle, and when the object is detected, it will give an alert.
Motorcycle ahead at 1 meters, be careful.
Here we can see the camera has successfully detected a motorcycle in front of the user, who is less than 5 meters in range from the camera.
Person ahead at 1 meters, be careful.
Now we can clearly see when a person
Person
is
ahead
walking
at
on
0
the road
meters, be careful.
and is detected less than 5 meters in distance, the model successfully detects the person and alerts to our user
At 0 meters,
saying
be careful.
there is a person, please be careful. When the person goes away from the view of the camera, there is nothing detected and the person or the user can go on walking to his path. Now we can see the user is standing on the road with the GPS module on his shoulder, mounted on his shoulder. Now we will check the API which will give us the live location. Now we can see that we have created a location fetching API. With the GPS module which is mounted in the jacket, we can fetch the location, live location of the user, and we can also get this live location on the Google Maps using their API. here we can see once we get a request response from the Google API, we can see the live location being plotted on the Google Maps. So this can be used for the safety purpose of the user, and the family of the user can easily access their location in case of any emergencies. This same location can also be sent through SMS or through any instant online service messages like WhatsApp or Telegram. So this is the demonstration and working of our project, the Smart Assist for the Visually Challenged using Artificial Intelligence. This project can be further developed using and collecting more data from the user if they give us a permission. And also we can, as time progresses, we can add more and more objects for object detection, and the model can be further improved.